3 reasons John Howard is voting no.
I'm against the Voice proposal for 3 reasons. The first is that I don't like anything that divides us according to race, and however you slice and dice it, it does do that. It does create a body that will be inevitably composed of Indigenous people, and the electorate for that body will be composed of Indigenous Australians. I've often thought of a speech I heard Bob Hawke make in 1988 when he said the only thing that defined you as an Australian was your commitment to Australia.
The commitment to Australia is the one thing needful to be a true Australian.
No matter where you came from, whether you were Anglo-Celtic, you were Italian, Greek, Christian, Jewish, atheist, whatever, didn't matter. You were defined by your commitment to Australia, and that's how it should be. Yet this proposal defies that, defies the declaration of the person I regard as the most successful Labor, and I stress the adjective, Prime Minister that Australia's had. The second reason I object to it is that I fear that in the hands of an activist High Court, and bear in mind that only 3 years ago the High Court of Australia decided that an Indigenous person could never be categorised as an alien, even though that person was born in another country, owed allegiance to another country, and in every other respect was an alien. That worries me. It ought to worry other people who fear for an activist court. And I think the final reason is that whatever the government might say in the next 6 weeks, the truth is that any pronouncement of this body will have a coercive effect on the government of the day. And if this body proposes something that the government doesn't like, every man and his dog, to use an Australianism, will be yelling at the government to do what they're told, because this, after all, is the body which represents Indigenous people. And you've gone through all this trouble to insert it in the Constitution, and now you're going to ignore their advice. How can you possibly do that? And that is how politics can work in this country.